Do you know where Walmart is? The one on Elm Springs Road?
Listen to the story of the Harmon family.
Harold told me how his family lost their 40-acre apple orchard during the Great Depression.
It was on the land where Walmart is.
They called it the apple capital of the United States at one time, and apples and strawberries. I told you where I was born, down in that log cabin. My twin brother and I were born there. I weighed 3.5 pounds and he weighed 3. I was born first, and then about 30 minutes later, the doctor said, "There's another baby here." We almost didn't make it. We weren't doing good at all, and the doctor recommended my dad go to Tulsa. Said there's a baby specialist up there. The doctor put us on goat milk. They credited that with saving our lives because they didn't have baby food. I mean, it's a miracle we lived. So anyway, if it was like an all-day drive on a gravel road in a Model A, you might average 20, 25 miles an hour. I think it was in 1945 when they came out with nylon tires, with tubeless tires. And up until then, they were rayon, which they punctured real easy. It usually take most all day if you didn't have a flat or two, and you took the little tire patch kits with you, and if you had a flat, you took the tube out and you scraped it, and you put like a cleaning fluid on it and set it on fire for just a few seconds.
Oh my goodness.
And then you put this, it had a clamp, and you had a patch you put on there, and it was like vulcanizing a tar, and let it set for a little bit, and then you put it back in. You had a tar pump, you pumped it back up, and we raised everything. Basically, we ate. We'd raise corn, and like I told you, we went to the Johnson Mill and trade. In the fall, my dad he'd pick a spot like in the garden, and he'd dig, he'd make a round circle, maybe 8 to 10 foot, and dig a trench around it so deep, about that wide. And in the middle, he'd put straw so deep, and you'd put potatoes or apples or whatever, and then you'd put another tier of straw, and then put turnips and whatever, just tearing it up. It would be, that tall, bigger around than that, with like a teepee with straw, and then you'd put dirt on the outside like 6 or 8 inches, and then in the wintertime, when you wanted potatoes or apples or whatever, turnips, you just dig a little hole and reach in there and just pull it out, and it would keep all winter. If you wanted honey, you would find a bee tree.
Okay.
And you would watch the bees on the flowers. Where the bees, the direction they went, they'll find a tree that's hollow, and you can see the bees working. And it was kind of an unwritten law. If you found a bee tree, it didn't matter if it was on your property or not. But I think it was kind of a custom that if you cut a bee tree down on somebody's property, well, you'd give them a little bit of honey.
Duane described how difficult it was for his daughters to watch the land across from them be cleared, the trees ripped out and just burned, not even used for anything.
So quails thrived in that. And so the first day of December when quail season opened, it was like army, it was like war. I mean, all over Springdale except Emma Avenue. I mean, this whole area in here just boom, boom, boom,
Oh my goodness.
And the next street over they were developing it, some woods over there. That's 31 years ago. There's a huge covey of quail, the biggest ones I ever seen. Almost every morning we'll walk up through here, and then for 2 or 3 years, then it gradually just faded out. There's hardly any quail.
Right.
Almost none. You have a little thing they step up on, and they each one know their turn when you go to milk them at night or morning.
Yeah.
Once in a while, there'll be an old mama, she'll decide she wants to cut in, and then they have a confrontation, But there's no problem when it comes their turn. The other one, you come milk it and it gets down there, the other one's up there, hops up there.
Oh my word.
And anyway, it's really interesting. They're comical,
tops out there.
They don't eat, they're not like pigs, they don't eat garbage. They're actually pretty picky.
You're the smart one. You found that there was something going on over here, huh?
That's a sheep, right?
Yeah, he's the ram, he's young. He's the mom of all the babies.
Oh, the babies are adorable.
He got fertile, he bred them all at one time. And had 30 babies in 1 week.
Oh my goodness.
Normally